Hello everyone, how are you? My name is Ana Caroline Salles, and first for all, I want to say that I am very sorry for not being live with you today. I'm currently in Brazil, and the time difference it's very big. Also, I just started a medical treatment this week, and on Sunday, I need to rest because of I had to record this section for today, on 26 July, of course, and I hope you understand. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions after the section. You can write to be my email, Instagram, chat, LinkedIn, or whatever. I will be happy to help you. I also to say that my English is my second language. I am Brazilian. I speak Portuguese. So if I make any small mistakes or if my accent sounds different, please be patient with me. What's the matters is that we will learn together. So thank you so much. So let's begin our workshop about academic writing and legal research. Before we start, I wanted to ask you something. Have you ever felt lost when you had to write a paper or start legal research? Maybe you did not know where to begin, which search to use, or how to see it correctly. That is exactly why we are here today. Today, I want to share with you some essential skill that will make your academic right clearer, stronger, and more perfection. I also want to show you how to do legal research in a smart, practical, and efficient way. So you'll save the time and find the right information fast. By the by the end of the sessions, you will learn first how to begin legal research. I will guide guide you step by step, of course. From choose your topic to define your research questions and find the right starting points. Two, the key areas and matters to focus. I will explain the types of search you need, such as laws, cases, and academic articles. And third, techniques for efficient and practical legal research. I will share samples, strategies, so search is smartest, like how to choose keywords and how to organize your notes in your notebook, for example. And for reference and citation systems, I will show you how to use a system like AP and ABNT, for example. And I explain why citations are so important. I promise by the end of this workshop, you will have a clear step by steps method to start writing and research with confidence. Before we talk about legal research itself, we will need to understand something very important: methodology and method. Many students confuse these two words, but they are not the same, of course. Methodology is the overall approach or system we use to study something. And it's like the plan or the theory behind your research. Method is the specific tool or techniques you use to collect and analyze information. Let me give your example. Okay, if you are building a house, methodology it's like the interior project or blueprint. It's explain how you you how you build it, why you will use certain material, and the general design. The method, on the other hand, it's like the tools used, the ham, the saw, or, or the drill. In academic research, especially in law, it's work the same way. The methodology answers questions like, for example, what is my research problem, or why I why am I use this type of research? And for example, it's my research descriptive, analytical, or comparative, or it's planned. And the method will answer questions like, which steps will I take? Will I read laws, analyze court cases, or review legal articles? Do you understand? Yes, it's similar but different. Law methodology it's essential because law is not just about reading starts. It's about interpreting the law, understand how it is applied, and define the best legal arguments. When we look at legal publications, most academic works in law use a qualitative approach. This means we don't usually works with numbers or statistics, but with the text, laws, judgment, legal theory, and academic articles. Common legal research methods include doctrinal. This is the traditional way. We read books, study rules, court decisions, um, law, of course, and we analyze what the law is. Comparative methods, we compare how different countries or courts the same legal issues. And the third is case study. We study one or more specific legal case to understand how the law works in practice. And in the disciplinary, research. Sometimes we combine law with sociology, history, political science, philosophy, international relations, we, to get a broadest perspectives. So methodology it's important because it shows that your works and organized and trustworthy. When you explain your methodology, you are basically saying, this is how I collect my informations. This is why I choose this approach. And this is why you can trust my conclusions. Without a clear methodology, legal research looks like random opinions. With methodology, it becomes serious academic works. Do you understand? Now that you know what the methodology is, let's start with our first practical step: how to begin legal research. Research is a process. You cannot just open Google and hope to find the answer. You have to follow some steps. For example, step one, define your topic. Ask yourself, what is the legal problem or question I need to answer? For example, again, if you're talking about is freedom of expression on social media. For example, it's not law. Okay. I know, but it's example. What you write down some keywords like freedom of expression, online speech, digital platform, regulations. These keywords will guide your research. Step two, find the right starting point. If your topic is it's about a specific law, start with primary search as the constitution, start court decisions, and if your topic is more general, start with the secondary source like academic books, legal articles, or commentaries. I'm sorry. This give you a strong foundation before diving into detailed cases. Step three, organize your questions. Think about what you really need you to know. Instead of reading everything, focus on answers the specific questions. This will save the time and make your research smarty. When we do legal research, we often look at these main areas. First, a statutory law, the official laws written by the legislature. Two, case law, court decisions and precedents, for example, in TPE, which shows how laws are interpreted. And third, international laws, treaty conventions, and decisions from courts like the Inter-American Court or European Court of Human Rights. And therefore, legal doctrine, academics books, law journals, and experts' commentary or podcasts. Yes, podcasts. And type in, always check with your search are up to date. Laws and regulations can change, and use old information might weaken your research. And I'm so sorry. Research can take a lot of time, but with the right strategy, you can save hours of work. Yes. Here are some techniques that really help. Use keywords in combination. For example, freedom of expression and social media. Use blowing operates and combine the terms privacy and data protection, or expand your search. For example, law or regulations. Not exclude states. For example, privacy, not Facebook. Study broad, then narrow down. First read summaries or reviews. Then they go into details of law or case. Take notes and create a research logs. Write down all the search you find. This will help later when you see it then. Remember, quality is better than quantity. Yes, quality is better than quantity. To reliable pre-review articles are better than 10 window websites. Okay? Okay. CTR search is not just a release, it shows respect for others, authors, and makes your work credible. It also protects your from plagiarism. The most common system in law and social science are APA 7 edition and often used in social science and Blue Book, yeah, widely used in United States, US, legal writing, and Osco, Oscola, I don't know in English, I'm so sorry, I'm Portuguese, but in PowerPoint, I writing. But it's used in the UK, England, and Europe. If you are unsure, use your free citation generations, but always double check the final format, of course. For example, citation reference, recitation reference, of course, ever and forever. You check, double check, please. Today we learned the difference between methodology and method, how to define your legal research topics and keywords, which research are the most important for legal research, of course. It's very important. And the practical technique is to save time and stay organized. And finally, again, I'm so sorry, how to cite and the reference source correctly. I hope these sections helps you feel more confident when starting your own legal research. Thank you so much for watching and learning with me. I hope, of course, I hope you like. If you have any questions, send me an email or message or wherever, LinkedIn, Instagram, website. I will be very happy to help you. Thank you so much again, and bye bye.